Did you know that there were two boats that responded to the Titanic when it was sinking? One boat, the Californian, was about 20 miles away. They turned off their radio about 10 minutes before the Titanic hit the iceberg. They saw rockets and flares shoot off in the distance. They couldn't figure out why another boat was shooting rockets and flares, but they didn't turn on their radio, and they didn't investigate. For the rest of their lives, the crew members of the Californian had to wrestle with why they didn't go. There was another ship, the Carpathia. It was 58 miles away, but its radio was on. And when it got the call that the Titanic was sinking, it powered up all its engines and headed straight for the Titanic. When the crew showed up at the scene of the disaster, many had already perished, but they saved 705 lives from the lifeboats.
Tell us who you are and why you're here.
My name is Rachel. I'm a physicist. I work with radiation, and I do this because it's my reset for life.
Why I'm here? Because these trips recenter me. They remind me what's important. They realign me. They're about community, and that's genuinely what we're called to do. We're called to serve and to share the love that's been given to us. Come back to me.
In Matthew 28, we find Jesus giving us a great command. He said, "Go and make disciples of all nations, baptize, teach them, and I'll be with you." In other words, have your radios turned on so when a call comes in, you go.
My name is Greg Hatch. I'm the mission trip leader for our work here in Binjipali at the Adventist School, and we are building classrooms. We have 4 teams on each side, laying blocks, or brick in this case, and you can see they're working in teams of 2. One of them sets the block, one of them helps to fill in. Claudel, how many trips have you been on?
I believe this makes 20.
And what do you do for a living outside of mission trips?
I'm a manager for a printing company.
So in other words, you don't lay brick for a living.
Not at all.
He's living proof that anybody can work on a mission trip. We have 10 teams on this trip, all laying brick. This building is a little bit different than normal. Normally when we're laying block, we have people doing rebar, we have people doing concrete, we have people cutting block. But with brick, it's different. I won't say it's easier or harder, it's just different. And everybody's, except for a couple of people who are just carrying brick, everybody's laying brick, and we're getting a lot done. You can see this is 4 days worth of work. A lot of these people, we've been together for 15, 20 years. You come back together and it's like you haven't skipped a beat. This is your mission trip family. And so that stays forever.
In March 2023, 40 plus missionaries decided to be Carpathians and embarked on a 2-day travel. Some serve with children doing VBS. Others offer dental services, and others build classrooms and walls for the Binjipali SDA school. One thing that I learned from the missionaries is that all of them were from different backgrounds and of different religious views. And while we all thought a bit different from one another, when it came to fulfilling the mission, we all fell in line and completed it. Today, the Lord is calling you to be part of the Carpathian ship. Fall in line with the mission of the gospel. The world needs you. God needs you. Because with God, mission is possible.